My name is George Pullman. I was born in Axminster on the corner of Lime Street and George Street. On Trinity Sunday, 1834, when I was still a teenager, a major fire burned down 30 or so houses in front of the Minster Church, allowing a very awkward road junction to be eased, and in the process creating Trinity Square. The old street, which had linked Lime Street to West Street via 3 right-angled bends, had been called Cross Street. The improvements were carried out by the Turnpike Trust. Almost 40 years later, this is how I described both the town and that event in the final edition of my book, The Book of the Axe. All the principal entrances to the town are good. Wide and excellent roads lead from every direction, and the immediate approaches are embellished with handsome residences, embedded in foliage and flowers. The streets, lighted with gas, introduced in 1838 and partially paved, were formerly very narrow and intricate, bespeaking the high antiquity of the town, but a series of extensive fires some 40 years ago afforded an opportunity for improvements which was not thrown away. A large triangular space in front of the church, in which are some respectably built houses, may be mentioned as not the least of these improvements. Trinity Square, as this place is called, was laid out after a fire on Trinity Sunday, 1834, which destroyed the entire range of about 30 houses, forming the north side of a very narrow street, which extended from the Bell Hotel to the corner of Castle Street. The sweeping away of the old street threw open the church and churchyard, which now be said to be included in the square, and thus a very large open space is formed in the centre of the town, obviously a gratifying change from the mean buildings and narrow street which formerly occupied so large a portion of the spot. Another large space, forming a square, is occupied by the George Hotel, a very large building famous in the pre-railway day, when 16 coaches daily passed through the town and were horsed there, up and down. A third, rather open space at the top of Castle Hill is occupied by the Market House and Shambles, erected in 1826 on the site of an older building in which a guildhall formed the upper story.